Good evening. We're going to start our discussion about the economy today. So, just now waiting for some students to show up. I'm interested to know your opinions and talk about some of the different problems regarding economy. Hello, Michael. Can you hear me? Hello. Okay, yes, I hear you. How are you? You can hear me, right? Okay, maybe you're having some technical problems. Hello, Madelyn. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Oh, not bad, thank you. How is your weather?
A little bit cold, but normal.
Yeah, it's kind of nice, right? It's not so hot.
Yes.
That was crazy for a while. Okay, I think Michael's having some technical difficulties. Or are you there now, Michael? Okay.
We don't hear you.
Yeah, it's not coming in clear at all. Maybe it's his internet or something, Mary. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, it happens from time to time. I understand that. Okay, so Madelyn, we're going to talk about the economy, some of the problems with the economy at the present moment. I'm sure you have been affected, as has everyone, by inflation. Yes?
Yes, but now I really, really rarely read about news about economy, about politics. But so I don't know really. Maybe some data about inflation now. No, I understand because we have different currency course. How to say currency?
Yeah, the currency
Exchange.
course exchange.
And that's why, of course, we can have inflation. And understand that paritet. How to say?
Say again?
Paritet. But it's in Russian, but I think in English it's from English.
I don't quite understand.
Just a second, I translate. Parity. And we have another course, exchange currency.
Are you talking about the currency exchange?
I talk about how to correct parity.
Parity.
So, and we understand that situation is going to be more difficult and worst. Then
It will. Go ahead.
That all. No, if you can see some table about real currency exchange, we can understand the situation in our country is going to be worse because we have really difficult economy situation now in our country.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Okay, Michael, are you here with us now?
Yeah.
Okay. We were just talking about, for example, inflation. Any thoughts or ideas to add?
About inflation in Ukraine.
Well, yeah, there's well, now we have someone from another country, but that's okay. Go on and we'll get the viewpoint of some other people too. What you've noticed, no doubt, about, for example, the inflation in Ukraine currently.
Yeah, so it's happened, and now in our country we have a huge inflation. Yeah, so
It's
a difficult situation. It's hard to say something what to do, but you know.
okay, okay. Well, I'm not going to make this a very sad discussion. I'm just trying to get. So, hello, Alexander.
Hello,
Hello, how are you?
fine, thank you. How are you?
Oh, not bad, thank you. So, Alexander, tell me, in your economy, are you suffering from inflation at the moment?
Of inflation?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't feel so any inflation.
You're not experiencing inflation at the moment. The prices are the same?
Maybe prices increased, but not so much, and I I don't buy anything. I don't buy anything big purchase, and I don't participate in buying food now. Maybe
You don't?
because yes, because I don't buy it in our family as a members of family do it.
Okay. But do they complain about the costs of food?
Sorry,
Do they complain
do they
about the
complain
cost? Mm-hmm.
about the what?
The cost of food.
Cost. Yes, yes, I often hear that everything cost more. Yes, but not so much, I think.
Okay, but you don't really know, right? Because you don't shop.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And what about the salaries? Is it increase with the same on the same person with the
The salary in our company a little bit increased. Yes.
maybe it helps to see on these prices, high prices.
Yes,
Yeah.
maybe. And there is another moment. I pay a credit of my car,
Mm-hmm.
and I pay the same money. It's not increased. It's not raised.
Okay, but Alexander, what currency did you use to buy your car?
Currency.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. What does it mean, currency?
What type of money? For example, is
Okay.
your credit in dollars, yes, or is it in rubles?
Yes, in rubles. In rubles.
Ah, that's why.
Yes.
If your credit was in dollars, then it might be a little different. Yes, okay. Okay. Well, Marilyn, can you think of any ways to maybe help the situation with inflation?
Of course, um, we have a lot of article about the situation, and of course minimization of your spent money, it's a very main factor in this situation. Maybe don't buy something what you not really necessary. Mm, Maybe don't buy clothes only if it's really necessary to you, and all people change their budget. It doesn't matter how many money they have if this crisis situation in the country or in the world.
Okay. Okay. Michael, is there anything that you do to try to help the situation as far as inflation?
What we need to do?
Yeah. Can you think of anything what people need to do, or maybe something which you personally do to help with the situation of inflation so that it's not maybe so difficult?
Of course, we need to minimize buying foreign products or services. So, because you understand, you can pay not in the dollars, but through the with them, how to say. You can count with using of dollars, yeah, and the prices are higher than it was. So I don't know. Maybe that's all. Not maybe you can find the same products which are produced or made in Ukraine. Or
Locally.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Alexander, what about you? Do you do anything to try to economize with the inflation?
To try to economize. Um, um, no, I I wouldn't say that I do something to try to economize, because I always do it, and I did it before, and nothing changed.
Okay. For
I
example,
I often I always live economy life, maybe. There is one thing I don't economize. It's about food. I try to to eat enough and quality.
okay. Well, let me ask you, do you put sugar in your tea or
No,
coffee?
no, I don't put it.
Oh, okay. Because that was hard for me to try to use less sugar, maybe. Okay. Marilyn, do you have any other ways you economize? Do you maybe I turn the temperature of my hot water heater down so that it's not running all the time?
I have a little bit different situation in this with this stuff, so I don't know about it. But I don't eat maybe sometimes cake if I need to economize, so I don't know, something like something what you eat for pleasure, but if you need to economize some money, you don't need it. Something like, I don't know, a very expensive cheese and
Mm-hmm.
something like that, so you can buy it in this time. And but I want to add, Michael said that you can prefer some Ukrainian food, but Ukrainian food or not food, Ukrainian different maybe stuff or
Products?
products and some services, but Ukrainian products become expensive too, because people who made these products buy something foreign, and they also want more money, and they also change their prices.
But you know, it's called like like a person of using how to say it's like using so you know the persons which are included in these products and persons of using this something from other countries, yes, it's mean like below the 10%. It helps to don't make high prices. Yeah, it's the same with the foreign products. So
Okay, and
it's increased, but not so high.
okay, and hello, Valera.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Oh, not bad, thank you.
Right.
The weather here has changed. It's cooler now, so it's nice. It's cooled off. Of course, it went like from 36 to 18 degrees now.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah. So we're talking about the economy, Valera, and specifically like inflation. Is there anything that you do to maybe economize? Do you suffer much from inflation at the moment?
Well, I'm not suffering from inflation, but you see, I felt a little bit. I felt that bad stuff that happened with economy in our country. It was. I thought I told everyone about it. It's well, I've paid for my visa finally. So you see,
congratulations.
yeah, thank you. Well, it's not just they have to give me. It's I paid, you know, for service. So I'm not quite that yet. Well, well, you see, I had to pay in US dollars. So, and I have income in rubles here. So when I signed the contract, ruble went down, you know, so far, and I had to pay much more than I thought.
Valera, do you sign contracts with American company or Russian?
Yeah, right. I signed a contract. I signed a contract with American company, and of course they don't accept rubles. So well, I think, what the hell? It's you know, it's not so. It's pretty good price, and I thought, all right, I signed it, and you know, exactly after. I think the 2 days after that, $1 costed 45 or 50 rubles. Well, that was a big surprise.
And when you signed the contract, how much was it?
It was $6,000.
No. I mean the dollar to the ruble at that time.
Before I signed it, it was, you know, 27, 30 rubles, and it went twice as high. to up to 50, 56, I guess. Well, it was it was a disaster.
Yeah, a similar thing happened, I know, in Ukraine with people who bought apartments. They got their credit in dollars. They were paying like 4.5 to 1, and then 2 weeks later it was 8 to 1 or 9. So instead of having to pay.
My price, yeah, of course, my price is not so huge, such huge as payment for the houses or apartments people bought using mortgage, right? Or how exactly that?
Mortgage.
Mortgage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mortgage, yeah.
Okay.
So I did it, and I'm happy about it.
Okay. Okay. But do you do anything maybe to economize, though? I mean, to try to save money?
Well, I translated in dollars. Can I say that translated?
Exchange?
Exchange, right? Sorry, exchange it in dollars. I try to do it every time I get my payment, I get my income. I have a US dollar account, and so all my money goes there.
Okay, so you okay, but can you buy dollars, or is it only black market at the moment?
No, of course I can buy dollars. There are US dollars at the banks. There was a difficulty in that time. What I talk about, but now it's pretty normal, I think.
Okay, Michael. What about where you are? Because at least in the city I'm in, you can only find them on the black market. Can you find US dollars in your bank?
Sometimes you can, but it's a little near the I don't remember, $300, something like that per day.
So there's there's a limit to it.
Yeah, you cannot buy more in the banks, but you can find somebody with whom you can agree, yeah, to exchange it.
It's
called
illegal.
It's black market.
Yeah.
It's called black market money. And even on the black market, I think you're only allowed $100 a day or something like this, or so they say.
It depends of currency.
And maybe so.
A lot you can buy a lot.
You can buy a lot if you want.
What do you need besides dollars and euro? Something like that. What do you need?
Well, the black market sells rubles too, you know. I hear them every time I'm by the market. They're always offering me dollars, euros, or rubles.
Maybe.
They do sometimes.
How could I know in Russia they don't have any restriction like in our country, because we have really terrible condition for this.
Well, see, I can't tell you about that because I'm actually I'm not buying it. I just send it to my account and they exchange it automatically in.
But you in account you I don't know how to say, you lay ruble, yes?
No, the account is in dollars. Yeah, I take my rubles and send it to my account, and they exchange it. They exchange it.
But we can't do it. We can do it also. We can only open deposit and in bank, and in one day I can buy only $300.
Well, that's tough.
And every day I can open new deposit, and only for 3 months. It's minimal time when I can open this account, and after when 3 months go on, I can all this account add in one. So it's really a funny story because people go in bank on every day, and when he buy and when they want to get money from bank, it's also restriction. You can get only 15,000 Michael, yes, hryvnia in day.
Okay.
It's equivalent.
I heard about a situation where people have deposits, Marilyn, and they cannot take it out in dollars now.
Yes, only part. So
If it's only in dollars, it's okay.
only in dollars.
No, that's the thing. They can't get it in dollars. That's what I heard. Like, for example, people want to buy an apartment or something, and they have the money. They can't withdraw it because they won't give it to you in this currency.
In hryvnia you can, of course, but if it's in dollar you can't. Or you can only one day in. But you spend 1 month without income, so money doesn't work this month. When you get this money, or example months, 2 months, it depends of your sum. It's money doesn't work. You don't get some extra money for this money.
There's no percent, you mean? They don't pay percent
Yes.
on it.
Yes.
So they are literally out of cash, right? Banks are literally out of cash.
Yes.
I mean,
And
dollars.
you can't do anything. It's really bad situation.
It is because, like I was saying, Valeria, at least in my city, there's like usually no bank that will sell you dollars.
Mhm.
Everyone I've talked to at different banks were like, you can't get them. The black market is the only way to find them. Unless you have a business and you just do your business through the bank and then they exchange it and send it to the company you need to. So, and Alexander, what about for you where you are? Can you get dollars where you are?
Yes, I think we can. I haven't had such problems. Yes, I can buy it free.
Okay. Okay. But, okay. All right, so we talked a little bit about exchange, about inflation. Okay, and Alexander, do you buy locally made products?
Locally made products.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, usually it's food, milk, yogurt, bread. Yes, we buy it. What else?
Well, what about shampoo, for example? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. My sister buy shampoo. I don't buy shampoo, and I don't know if our city made this product.
Well, maybe not your city, but maybe your country. Yes, you can see it. We'll say made in Russia, maybe, or something. You don't pay attention?
Where does product make? Right?
Yes. Do you pay attention to?
No, I don't pay attention.
Okay. All right, Marilyn, do you buy then just locally made products, or even stuff like cosmetics, or for example, shampoo or toothpaste? Do you pay attention to that?
Yes, because I know who made it. It's my friend, because it's in my city. In my city, product, shampoo, soap, cosmetic. So, and I know people who make it.
Okay. So you do.
I know.
You know exactly who makes your products. Okay. All right. Okay, Michael, what about you? Do you pay attention when you buy as far as locally made products?
You mean in which city? Or
What
country?
city or what country? Yes.
Hard to say. Of course, you can see it without reading this science about made in Ukraine, or you can see on the price. Yeah, it's clear. It helps you to understand
Okay.
who made this product. But sometimes it's the taste of products. Sometimes I mean foreign products are not so good, and you can buy Ukraine, and maybe it's more taste, more good taste. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Valera, what about you?
Well, I
Do you pay
prefer.
attention?
Yes, I'm paying attention. I don't have friends, who are making shampoo.
Uh-huh.
I prefer to buy a local products, food. I buy vegetables. Well, I guess they're local.
Mm-hmm.
From our country. Vegetables, fruits, almost all kind of food that made here. Well, other things. Well, I think the cheaper you buy, the better.
Okay. Okay. I know, for example, for me, usually some of my shampoo, there's a big label on it, like it comes from the European Union sometimes. Some things, and some things, of course, will say made in Ukraine. But the food I always buy locally. I kind of know like where the different products come from.
Yeah,
So
well, actually, with the soaps and a thing that I forgot that word. You needed to well, it's well, that kind of stuff you clean your apartment or things.
just different industrial cleaners.
Yeah, right. Industrial cleaners and thing that you wash the dishes.
Dish soap?
Dish soap, right? I prefer something from that network marketing companies. From Amway or something like that. They are really they're very eco-friendly. They're actually pretty good. So
you sometimes buy these, or no?
yeah,
You
right,
don't buy
right.
them.
Yeah, I always buy these because
Oh, okay.
they don't smell. They actually good for your health.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Okay. So so we talked about products, yes, that we use. When it comes to debt, okay, Alexander, I know that you Oh, here's a question, and maybe it's kind of an obvious question, but does your country have a deficit at the moment?
Deficit?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe deficit of money.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're talking about economy, so yes.
If we speak about deficit of products, I wouldn't say so, but I can say that in our city, not good choice of products. I think more larger choice is in capital of country, but in our city, it's not enough, and sometimes we need find products in internet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not always good when you buy products in the internet. Sometimes you can get it and it won't fit you.
What kind of products?
Clothes, for example. It can look great on the picture, but when you try it on yourself, you understand that it's not yours.
Yeah, but you can give it back, yeah?
And to pay money to send it, it's you should spend time on it.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Okay. Well, Mary suggested not even buying clothes, right, Mary?
Yes.
Unless it's absolutely necessary, Alexander.
Yes, it's summer now. Yeah, it's not necessary.
Yeah. In summertime for sure, yes? Okay. Marilyn, do you know much about the deficit in Ukraine at the moment?
Yes, we have foreign exchange reserve deficit, and we have big debt now, so that's why it's bad situation. Now I talk about country, and but about product, I don't know about some deficit. I hear about sugar, but I think it's I don't know how to say. It doesn't true. It's fake information. Sometimes it happens when people buy a lot someone product.
It's a rumor.
Yes, rumor, and that's all. But I don't know. I think enough everything. No.
Yeah, there was a salt scare maybe a year ago. I remember the salt. Oh, we're running out of salt. And salt went up to like 15 hryvnias for one bag of salt.
It's really terrible situation when you can see this big line in supermarket. What?
It's not a terrible. It just show the people who buying it's crazy. It's like a panic.
Panic. My mother-in-law one time, she made us go out and buy 50 kilograms of sugar. And then like 2 days later, the price went down.
Yeah.
She panicked. We bought. After that, I stopped panicking. I'm like, okay, they say we don't have salt. I had enough salt to last me through that crisis of salt.
Yeah. Did you have this in America?
Not about salt. I don't remember anything about sugar. If any type of crisis that I can think of, and still maybe when I was a real little girl, was gasoline for your car or petrol. They had a gasoline crisis. But I think it was during the time when I was real little, or even before my birth. I remember there being like a gasoline crisis. At least I heard about it. And of course at that time, at that particular era in the US, a lot of people had those really big sports cars. like from the 60s and 70s. Maybe you've seen some of these old cars. And they take a lot of gasoline to fix them up. So it's it was such a panic. And the only other time I remember people panicking about products was if there was an earthquake or some type of natural disaster.
Yes, it happens. But when this where these people saved this gasoline, it's I think huge, and it's not really comfortable like sugar.
Oh yeah, yeah. The only other time people panic in the United States, I would say, is the day after Thanksgiving, Mary. There's a mass panic of people running to the department stores at 4 o'clock in the morning to do Christmas shopping. That's the only other panic that I know for sure. And it's just panic that they're going to be late for the big sale.
Yeah, I know about Black Friday.
Oh, okay, you know about this. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the only panic that I really know about. So, usually, I don't remember anything else. They were complaining. I think one time there was like something about maybe potatoes because the crops, they didn't have enough rain or something. So there was a shortage on some vegetables and fruit. And then, of course, the price goes way up. Like anywhere when there's, not enough rain like this. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit to you guys too about personal debt. Alexander, I know that you buy a car. You have a credit, yes, you have a debt to the bank. Do you think that would you be willing to, or maybe you've done it in the past, to have a credit for education?
Education.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe if I needed, I would take a credit.
Okay. Okay. Is the interest rate high where you are? Your interest rate. Interest rate.
Interest rate.
Mm-hmm. I will type it. I'll explain to you. When you borrow money from the bank, they charge you sometimes like 10% or 15% over the course of the year when you pay the money back.
Okay, I don't know. I don't have information about it.
Okay, but you have a credit, so.
Oh, about my rate.
Is it high? Or in general even?
I think for American people, if I sound this rate, it will be awful. It's 15%, about 15%.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a big, but for Russian people, it's normal rate.
Yeah, I've come across this. Yeah, 15% for us is only if you have very bad credit. Like you're a really high risk, then you pay 15% or 20 or even 25%. Okay. Mary, do you think it's worth going in debt for education?
I know about it, but I didn't have. I learned on the budget. I don't know how to do it. Without money. I have stipendia.
Ah, yes. I always forget how. I know this word. You had like a scholarship, maybe, or something like this.
Like a pension.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say pension usually for a student. That's the only thing. Or it's like a grant.
No, grant it's something different.
Okay, that's from a. It's scholarship then.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, scholarship, because grant, I forgot, is like when a company is behind giving you the money for this, and the scholarship can be governmental. So you got a scholarship for your education. But what do you think about now? Let's say you had to take some extra courses. Would you be willing? Do you think it's worth going into debt to do this?
No, I think if I won't learn, I can pay, but without debt.
Without
But
debt, okay.
I can pay. What do you mean?
What?
You say I can pay.
I can pay, yes.
Can or can't?
What?
Can or can't?
I don't hear you.
But I disagree because you know it's the usual thing when people see the situation like a crisis situation, and maybe they lose their job. Yeah, the usual thing is spend money for education and money and time. And in this period of crisis, you can take some degrees, some new degrees like MBA, and after that you can your salary was more because and you can change country. So it's a normal situation when people do this.
You're talking about like status, right? You need a status to have a good job.
Status, what is it?
Like you know, I have a document that I'm a good worker, I'm a hard worker, and I need a document for that.
I hear some.
I'm a professional, right? No, about that.
Yeah.
But it count only in Ukrainian and Russian.
No, you know, international companies which work in any countries have a special rates. If you have MBA, you can your salary. You can okay. We can imagine two person on one position. Yeah, the same position, and one of them have MBA and another don't have it, and maybe the salary the person who have MBA maybe twice more than without.
But it in another country.
No,
Yes?
and in Ukraine
No?
the same. Yeah.
Okay, we have one example. Yes, we both know one man who has this diploma. Yes, Michael.
Okay, no, not only one.
But we both know one man, and we both know how he look for job.
It's another question.
That's why I say it doesn't matter.
Well, I believe that if you think that you really need that education or that degree or something that you think it makes you better than you are, it makes you more professional. It will help you to earn more money. It will help you to help more people. So I think it's worth it. Otherwise, you don't need to loan money from bank or someone else.
Borrow.
Borrow, right? Loan. It's
remember we had this.
yeah, right. And the second reason I think person could borrow money. It's for business. That's all. I think if you can't, people. That's my opinion. Of course, again, if you can't buy, for example, a car. If you want to buy a car, with the money you borrow from banks, so you don't need this car. If you really need this car, you will find money for it to buy it.
Okay. Okay. What is the current situation now, Alexander, maybe in your company when it comes to redundancy? Are you having an issue with this?
I didn't get you. What?
Redundancy.
Redundancy, what is it?
Okay, redundancy, or to be made redundant, means people are losing their jobs, or there's maybe a lack of work.
In general in the world?
No, maybe more centralized to where you're located. Do you know of this problem?
Maybe, I don't know. If you lose a job, maybe it will be difficult to find a new job.
It's not difficult to find a job. It's difficult to deal with your ego.
I agree with you.
Okay.
No, I don't. I disagree.
Okay.
Everyone wants to find a good job.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, but Alexander, think about it. You say everyone wants to find a good job. But if everyone has a good job, who does the not so good jobs?
Sorry, who?
Yes, you said everyone wants to find a good job. Yes? So then who does the not so good job?
Who does?
People who are still looking.
Maybe. Do you understand my question, Alexander?
No, I could.
Okay, you said everyone wants to find a good job. Yes?
Yes.
So my question is, who does the job that's not so good?
Who does the job?
That's not so good.
Who does? That's not so good. Who have a bad job? No?
Yeah, who does the bad jobs then?
The people who can't find a better job, I think.
Okay. Okay, yeah, like someone said, the ones who are still looking, yes? You're looking for something. Okay, you know, this is a problem that we have in America, actually. One of the biggest things is a lot of Americans have a big ego. They're like, oh, I don't want to clean floors. I don't want to serve fast food. And the problem is, then a lot of foreigners come in and then they take those type of jobs. And actually, the cleaning jobs are some of the best ones. There was a situation one time, a janitorial job at a middle school. No one wanted it. Then there was a crisis, and they found out that the janitorial job paid $15, I think, an hour, plus benefits and summer vacation. It was really a good job. No one knew it. They're like, oh, I don't want to clean. And it was actually a good job. So, anyway.
So, you know, I think every person after maybe 2 years working on one position try to change it, because you can like get used to your work, and you think, okay, it's not so high level of salary, so maybe I can make it more and change it, my work. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but no, the thing is people didn't realize how much this job paid even. And once it went public, they had like 700 applicants. At one time, they could only get like 1 or 2 people to apply. Now they had 700 people applying for this one job. So the ego just went. They saw the amount of money it made and decided that they wanted it.
The hell
But
with
yeah,
ego.
huh?
The hell with ego.
Yeah, why? You know, I know people who do janitorial jobs. They do really well. Their work starts like at midnight. They finish at 4 o'clock in the morning. They have the rest of the day off. They make their own schedule. It can be a good way to live. Okay. Marilyn, is there a threat of redundancy in your area?
Yes, it's really big problem now. I know a lot of people who don't have any job now and they're looking for, but they can they can't find something because because we live in a small city and it's really difficult because it's only some big production company, I know, and if they was how to say redundant
Made redundant?
made redundant, it's really hard to find another job for another company because it's really they only 2 or 3, so it's really bad situation now.
Okay. I'm going to give you a easier American version of this word. It's called laid off. Yeah. I've seen the word redundant used in a lot of books here to mean to lose your job. And I know the word laid off. It just means you lose your job. You're not fired. You can't work because maybe there is no work. So they lay you off from your job. Okay. Michael, what about where you are? Is this a problem at the moment?
Hard to say. Of course, if we see, if we can see on the statistics, yeah, a lot of people cannot find work, and also young people can do it. Yeah. So, but you know, when people try to find some person for work, yeah, but it's hard to find really good and a really good person which will work with responsibility or something like that. And you know, yeah, what I want to say. So
But I want to hear you say it, Michael.
okay, but I don't know why you don't hear me.
No, I hear you. You said you know what I want to say. I says yes, but I want to hear you say it.
Yeah, yeah. So and it's interesting situation. So a lot of people without work, but it's very hard to find really good person to close this position. Yeah, you can make a lot of how to say job собеседование, job
Interview.
yeah, job interview, and yeah, it doesn't help you because a lot of people which cannot work really. Maybe they work in large companies like a bank, yeah, but it's another work, and it's not help to work in a little company because of responsibility. They think, okay, I will sit on my chair, and around me everything would be good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Valera, what about in your area at the moment? Is this a big problem?
Well, it depends. We're all talking about a good job. So what a really good job? What really good job are?
No, well, no, but
if
I mean, like, do people have work, or is there a lack of work, or maybe there's a lack of workers? That can be possible too, like Michael said.
Well, I don't have much friends here, and all friends I have here are working. They most of them freelancers, so they don't have a problem with that. Of course, I think it's kind of problem in every average town in our country. So if you want a real good job, you need to be a professional at something. If you a person who worked at a simple job with simple I forgot that word. I think there is a lack of work, right?
Work or workers?
A lack of workers in my town. But you always could.
You always can.
You always can.
Press is simple.
You always can do some work that doesn't have payment. Well, I don't. It has a commission from the selling, but it doesn't have
a salary.
Salary, right? You can find that kind of job. It's most of them are pretty good job. You can have pretty good money, such as real estate, but not so much people want to work there because it's pretty hard. It's you have so much free time, but you need to be more disciplinary.
Disciplined.
Yeah, right.
Disciplined. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that is our time for today, you all. I thank you for all coming, and I look forward to seeing you guys again in the near future. So have a good evening, and I hope you all can find ways maybe to deal with the deficit. Some of you don't feel it, and those of you who do, you seem to economize well, so maybe it won't be too bad.
Yeah, thank you for the lesson again.
You're welcome, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good evening.
Yeah, see you next time. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.